Politician Tiffany Henyard appears to have lost control of both governments.
Henyard's landlord showed up here to see her tenant in person after she says Henyard has been dodging both her and rent.
After making history as the first Black woman to serve as mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard's career has taken a sharp and unexpected turn. What began as a trailblazing achievement has spiraled into a scandal that threatens to destroy her once promising future. Henyard is losing her influence in the small Illinois town, with corruption charges mounting against her, putting her political career on the line. Mismanagement of public funds and financial misconduct have transformed a tenure filled with hope into one marked by lavish personal expenditures, mounting legal troubles, and a failing town. Allegations center around Henyard's alleged misuse of town resources for personal gain, including extravagant first-class flights, luxury hotel stays, and questionable purchases that have sparked outrage among Dalton's residents. One of the most shocking revelations was a $43,000 and shopping spree on Amazon, all in one day. Other reports point to a $10,000 and stay at Atlanta's Four Seasons Hotel. Despite urgent attempts by the town's trustees to stabilize the finances, the damage is severe. Her actions have plunged Dalton into debt, strained its infrastructure, and disrupted vital services, leaving the town on the brink of collapse. Henyard's defiance continues as she refuses to cooperate. Public frustration has reached a breaking point due to her aggressive tactics, which include blocking tighter spending restrictions and vetoing efforts to hire outside auditors. These actions have paralyzed the town's administration, fueling packed town hall meetings, protests, and social media campaigns demanding her resignation. Yet, Henyard persists in portraying herself as a misunderstood leader under attack, presenting herself as a champion for the people, even as the situation deteriorates. Her increasingly bizarre public appearances, such as bringing a golden microphone to a meeting and hiring a DJ, have only intensified the discontent among residents. Her refusal to acknowledge the gravity of the situation has only alienated her further. At one town hall, attendees questioned whether she even understood the scale of her predicament. Trustees who once supported her are now among her fiercest critics. Public appearances have become scarce, and silence on key issues has fueled suspicions that Henyard might attempt to flee rather than face legal consequences. The FBI's growing scrutiny on her whereabouts has added fuel to the fire, leading many to believe that the financial mismanagement could be deeper and more widespread than previously imagined. Questions about Henyard's possible last-ditch effort to cling to power, amid reports of ties to Deputy Police Chief L.S. Lacey, who is facing bankruptcy fraud charges, are raising alarms. Local trustees have acted swiftly, limiting her access to town funds and launching an independent inquiry into her financial dealings. However, Henyard continues to oppose all efforts for transparency, blocking any outside investigation into her actions. This resistance has left Dalton's leadership in gridlock as the town's financial crisis deepens. Infrastructure continues to deteriorate, and residents are left wondering whether Henyard's leadership will ever truly come to an end. Personnel are at risk as the unwavering opposition from OPP to Henyard's leadership has hindered the trustees' urgent efforts to create an emergency budget. The tragic political and personal fallout from Henyard's actions has pushed Dalton to the brink of collapse. As residents pin their hopes on justice being served, they are closely watching the intensifying FBI investigation. But with no clear timeline for legal action, it remains uncertain whether Henyard will face consequences before her term ends, or if more turmoil is needed for the full scope of her alleged wrongdoing to be uncovered. Dalton's future hangs in the balance, with residents anxiously awaiting the resolution of this shocking case. The investigation continues, public pressure is mounting, and Dalton's destiny is teetering on the edge. When Tiffany Henyard made history as Dalton's first elected African-American mayor in 2021, her victory was seen as a fresh start for the town. It sparked hope for community-led projects, economic renewal, and a new approach to Dalton's long-standing problems. People were filled with confidence, inspired by a leader who seemed to represent their values. Henyard's platform, which focused on public safety and a commitment to the people, resonated with the community. For a while, it seemed like she was keeping her promises and her popularity soared. But what began as a hopeful rise quickly spiraled into a chaotic tale of corruption, extravagant spending, and legal battles. By 2022, her administration was in turmoil. Accusations of financial misconduct spread like wildfire, and many who once supported her began to turn away. Henyard's refusal to acknowledge the mounting evidence of her wrongdoings only made the situation worse. As supervisor of Thornton Township, Henyard had control over 2 local government departments, which only worsened the situation. Local officials and residents noticed she seemed more focused on her own interests than the needs of Dalton. Instead of addressing the allegations head-on, Henyard lashed out at trustees from both Dalton and Thornton Township, accusing them of corruption and reckless spending. Reports of extravagant spending, including costly travel and questionable purchases, painted a picture of a leader more concerned with her personal gains than the town's well-being. Tensions escalated between Henyard and the trustees, leading to deep disagreements over the town's finances. Thornton Township's trustees joined the chorus of complaints, accusing Henyard of reckless mismanagement. The speculation grew that Henyard had become a leader who, once praised for her potential, had been consumed by corruption. The scandal overshadowed her ambitious plans for change, leaving the community to wonder how it all went so wrong. Henyard's defiant attitude only fueled the growing unrest, with many questioning whether her leadership had truly gone off course. As this incredible story unfolds, the pressure is building. Dalton's future depends on the outcome. Until next time, thank you for watching.